What's up, Empyrion Galactic survivalist? Okay, so we've done all the missions on the 4 moons here in the Crown sector, and the only active mission we have is destroy the legacy, of which we know absolutely nothing. So the next best thing that we can do is to see what we've got to work with, and what we have is we have the Tales of Tosh. And we can find out what the information is by going to logs and PDAs found and activating that mission, which will give us a list of archives that we can have a look at. And if you haven't found those Tales of Tosh, there's a video in the description. We're looking for information about the work done by Tasha Kaitalen when she was doing scientific research here on the ground sector moons. Now, if you've got all 16, you should have access to the summary analysis done by the IDA. And it mentions there the Academy of Sciences, Tash Kaitalen, timestamps, and something about the silence, and suggests we cautiously ask around about these topics. So, the thing is to go and go to one of these leaders. I think the chief of the Talon here on Akua is probably our best bet for now. And we know that we found him at the village, so we'll just put a waypoint on the village so that we can easily get there without too much hassle. And then let's do that. Okay, so to have the village in your registry, you needed to have discovered it already. And you discover it by doing the Talon Clear Skies Part 1 mission. There's a guide in the description there, a video, if you haven't done that. To find this guy, and then you're going to talk to him. He's going to give you a little bit of chief nonsense, and then you select, I have a few questions if you don't mind, which leads to the opportunity to select the prompt, is there anything interesting to discover here? And this will bring us finally to a question about Tash Akai Talen. Does this mean anything to you? And he will give us the clue we're looking for. And the clue is we've got to get some information from the elders on Omicron. Okay. So we need to find a way to Omicron. If you don't have a small vessel, it's guided in the description there. How to build one really quickly. It's not a big problem. And then we just have to prepare for our first trip into space. Okay, so the stuff that you need for space, the most important is your extra vehicular activity boost, your EVA boost. It's got 190 cold protection. Without that, you're gonna have problems. Oxygen's nice to have. It's not essential. It's really useful when you start mining asteroids. Then your mobility boost is just to counter the clunkiness of this heavy armor, and then you can literally never have enough jetpack. Okay, so although you can buy food everywhere, I like these MREs. They're just the most efficient source of food in this game. It's a video for how to make those things without any real sweat. And then we've got medikits. Gonna need a couple of medikits, and remember to take an assortment of medical treatments along. Okay, you're gonna need a little bit of fuel. Your mission to Omicron is going to be eventful, and this you're going to need a little bit of fuel. This promethium fuel is a lot easier to carry around than the biofuel. And for this, you're definitely going to need a core. There's a derelict vessel out there that's got all the stuff that we need to upgrade our little cobalt moon into a proper spaceship. Big thing there is the warp drive that we can pick up for free. Okay, so just put a bit of extra fuel in your in the cobalt moon, a little bit of extra oxygen, and remember your ammo. Have enough ammo, and then those boosts are just for in case. What we want to do is we're trying to get the main story mission to start. Okay, so the Tales of Tarshish is like a rudimentary beginning of that. We want to get the main Empyrion Galactic mission, Galactic Survivalist story to start, and that'll happen when we start getting busy up there. So for starters, we want to just get into orbit, and we do that by flying straight up. Technically we want to go to Omicron, but we're not going to go to Omicron now because there's a lot of stuff that happens. You'll see when we get here. IDA says blah blah blah, Commander, and then it says follow the signal. The signal is this asteroid field. You can see the yellow marker. Whenever there's a yellow marker, a new one that pops up, that's where you're supposed to go. Okay, we're doing a scanner a bit far off. I'm just going to do a fast forward here. Okay, we can do another detect. We're still a little bit far away to see anything. What's that over there? Derelict station. Okay, so it's a derelict station and a destroyed transport. Those are the two main things that we find up here. These asteroids are a bunch of ice asteroids, which is ice is just good for making water. If you don't have any other water source, ice asteroids is a good thing, but for now we're not really interested in them. If you do this straight out, you get into space and you come here, you're going to find a drone that's gonna come for you. Just trying to pick up on where that drone is right now. It'll be moving. I think it's that thing at the top. We're doing a scan. There we go. At the top, we can see there's a moving object. There it is. Okay, so this drone is gonna try and tangle with you. Just deal with it. Okay, it's a nice big one. It's not very tough. There we go, got it. Congratulations, you completed PDA chapter drones in space. I didn't know there was a PDA chapter like that. As you see, getting quite a bit of fuel. There is a little bit of fuel on Omicron. But you don't want to be there with no fuel for your stuff. Okay, we're not going to do the destroyed transport just yet. I think I'll make a separate video of that. What we want to do is get into the derelict station, but there are 8 psychotic cyborgs in this station, shooting at you for no reason, absolutely no reason. They just bunch of trigger happy toaster heads, and it's better to sort them out with your ship than to try and take them on Mono or Mechanico, because they are pretty tough. Not that tough. They got laser weapons that are very strong. Okay, I think we've got 4 here. Also, they also damage your ship, so just every now and then just give your ship a little once over with the fixing. with your multi-tool. Just give it a little once over, because it will degrade your ship. These cyborgs firing at you, and if your little cabin gets destroyed, you're stuck. There's no going anywhere when you're in space with no transport available. Okay, so this is this is a little bit tedious to watch, but the thing is, there are no shortcuts here. You gotta get these guys. If you don't get them, they are very hard to fight on foot or floating in space. I can hear one there. Okay, so this come to this maintenance console here and activate the marker for the main power switch. Okay, there's a guy that snuck up onto us. One thing that they will do is that if you just come here and camp out, they'll find you. Their little AI is programmed to come and look for you. But what we want to do is we want to switch on that the indicator for the main power switch. But I know there's a couple of them down here. I think we've got another one there, so there's 3 more. There's 3 more of them down here that they protect this power, this main power switch. This last guy we're gonna battle with. I think I must just skip to the. Yeah, it's still shooting at us. I'll just skip to the part where I jump out of the ship here and go for this guy, just to save a bit of minutes on this video. Okay, so they move around quite a bit. It's difficult to track them in this environment. But there he is. That was the guy. And hopefully he's in a state of rest. Okay, finding quite a bit of fuel here. Looks like our initial thing. I don't usually go through these things. Check, see the little canopy? It's taken a bit of a hammering from these shots. If that initial drone gets a couple of shots in, it can put a couple of dents in your ship. Okay, now we've thrown the switch. Now we can go and jump into that teleporter. That'll take us to Omicron. So, like I said, it's not just a matter of flying to Omicron. It's quite a story. So I park here just out of habit. This thing will float anywhere, whether the motor's on or not. You can put it anywhere over here. I just like to park it properly. Being a law-abiding space citizen. Okay, so now we're going to get this thing. Attention, this is a general broadcast call. All transportation to and from the planet Omicron without proper special permission, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you can't fly to Omicron in any case. I think I don't know what happens. I've never really tried it. But according to this, it's no. Alright, so we arrive here at a secret teleporting module. And we go all the way up to the enclosed promenade deck. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you memorize which elevator you used for when you want to go back to find your secret teleporter back to back to that station. But we have a directive now. Find the registration console. Okay, so things have started up. I think the story has started up. We'll have a look at that thing now. We go here. Register, yeah, and then trying to find out if we can speak to Tasha Kai. She's not available here. Now, just go to the cafeteria. Okay, cafeteria is all the way to the bottom of the elevators that are in the corners. Okay, got lots of traders here. That guy, I think I don't know what he buys. I think he might buy. But the thing is they're much better trading than what's happening on this thing. See, there's our little posse that we need to go back at. At the bottom, just make a note of that. What do you call this thing? This is a repair station. The repair station is to the left of our elevator, and here's our teleporter for when we want to go back. Take note of that. So we've got go to the cafeteria, and then we're going to get another one. Sit down. You see there where the yellow thing is? It's sit down. This is the guy we want to talk to. Not that guy. This is the gambling guy. If you're into gambling, that's fine. But we want to talk to this character here. So we're just going to go through all the prompts. What are you doing? Why is the planet blocked? Have you seen this logo? And most importantly, how do I get down to the planet? And this guy's got a plan. Okay, you've got to do all kinds of stuff. And here's the access code. And we go to the middle one, which is the red restricted access, the red restricted teleporter. And we pop in the code there. Okay, so this is where you can buy food. All of these things, by the way, all these containers you can loot. Nobody's going to stop you, and there's obligatory loot in them, like this low level stuff. Here and there, you might find something nice, like this drill, yeah, which is not too bad. If you can find a closet with some tools in it or weapons, it's not bad. Okay, just familiarize yourself with the station. I think this is the flight deck. There's also a bunch of resources there. Also, there's an oxygen refill and I think a medic. I think there's a medic station as well. This thing on here, this is your Galactic Information Network. This is where you cash in your explorer tokens, and that's quite an involved story. I'm not going to go into that right now. Punch in the code 8484, and then we're in business. Okay, we found a way to Omicron. IDA is saying that it's already found a damage code. Why do I think that IDA is a female? I keep on getting that vibe. Okay, you can put your extra loot into any of these things. Nobody's gonna take it in single player. This is where we need the scanner for. If you forgot to bring one, you can just quickly craft one. I want to suggest that to do the scan or the detect to find the transport vessels that you're gonna need, instead of just looking for it. But you can look for it. I just don't know if they're going to be in the same spots. They're going to be in the same places when you play different seeds. Collect these two things. These two bikes. I don't know, what is that? A howler, some kind of a bike. Collect them because they'll despawn, and you can either use them at some stage, or there's some place that'll buy them. There's always a trader that'll buy stuff. We'll find that guy at some stage. So just keep them for later. And let's just see if our scanner is done. Yes. Okay. Do a detect. Boom. Okay. See the little white flashing thing on the side, telling it there's transport. So there's 3 of them. Most probably you can find them by just looking, but detecting or scanning is just so much more effective. Okay, there's always going to be fuel here, hopefully. Okay, that's actually quite a lot of fuel. There's always fuel here if you forget, or if you didn't bring anything else. One thing I've noticed with this heavy armor, you go through lots of food. I don't know if that's a thing. I just get the sneaking feeling that I've been eating a lot while I've been wearing this heavy armor. Okay. Jump into the little transport. Press P for control panel. Fill the tank, and then we're ready to go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just change it into daylight. Yeah. Go into your console, put in DM for debug menu, and then just for the guide, like nobody wants to see stuff happening in pitch dark. It's not really helpful. Okay, we just want to adjust our third-person viewing option. Yeah, hit the left Alt key, and use your little mouse wheel to get yourself a little bit of a better view. Yeah, and then making our way off to the marker. Remember to use W left control for cruise control. And we're going to tweak it a little bit more, and then fast forward. This is like a 4-click trip when nobody wants to watch that. Okay, here we are. Still trying to get used to the handling of this little thing. It's way different from the Cobalt Moon. Let's just see here. Where is this console? Right, here it is. Okay, so it's got a long stories, but the main gist of it is a survivor from the Lost Titan that was part of the United Council of Humanity fleet. The people that were escaping Earth to find a new home reached the Talon village, giving warnings of Zyrax patrols and the fallout of that kind of nonsense, and then urges anybody who finds himself in the same predicament to search out the Talon for help. And on top of that, we've got these anomalous time logs that are super dodgy and points to the requirement of further investigation. So if we go and look at our data, we see that Prelude All Alone is done. The next one, story chapter 1, Tales of the Past, will be the next mission and the next video. And what we got from this mission was Off to the Unknown, the poster. Very nice. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Please don't think about subscribing. Just hit do.